This entire city defense collapsed and I didn't even notice it happening. Everything looked fine, until it suddenly wasn't. These scenes are part of my Legendary Astragoth campaign. A massive Empire force attacked my walled city, and while the situation looked dire, theoretically it was possible to win. I was outnumbered 4 to 1, but I had the right tools in my army to deal with every specific threat, a good defensive position and a solid plan. I positioned on a main capture point. I set up barricades, towers and carefully designed killing fields for my range units. I sent my flying lord to deal with artillery outside of the city, and my sorcerer had enough reserves to delete entire blobs with magic. The plan was to let them flood in and punish them all at once. And everything started quite well actually. His first 2 armies breached the walls and entered the city, leaving his slow artillery behind. My flying lord seized the moment and easily took it out, along with 1 gunnery unit. First wave of cavalry was met by combined fire of blunderbusses and magic, and they quickly went down. Ogre mercenaries started bashing down the barricade, as more and more Empire regiments advanced to the central objective. Meanwhile, his ranged units could not get clear line of sight, and started engaging in melee, where they were useless. Confusion in enemy ranks, just as I wanted. And for a moment, it actually looked winnable. And that's when everything fell apart. Pause the video right here and see if you can spot the problem. Okay, I let this moment play out as it was happening. Shit. Yeah, there is this. What's that? Grenade launchers. Yeah, you go charge this. Yeah, the right flank is gone. While I was paying attention to everything else, I completely forgot to look to the side. Enemy lord, cavalry and grenade launchers made a hole in my ranks, smashed the defenses and plowed right through to my archers. What's funny is that I had all the information right in front of me. By the time I realized what's happening, 2 of my units were broken, 3 more were almost dead, and the unit cards clearly showed all of it. Nothing special, they are still coming in waves. Okay, you should be able to delete this. Some halberds, you can kill halberds. You don't fire just yet. What's happening over here? Yeah, I need you to shoot them. But my eyes were fixed on engagements at the center. While I was tunnel visioning small details which had minor impact, I didn't look at the bigger picture and the quiet side of the battlefield. If I did, I could see the immediate threat that destroyed all of my tactics. Knights and an arch-lector were in my back line, creating havoc. More enemy units were advancing from the corridor. I tried salvaging what I could, but this charge gave the enemy time to regroup and push through left and center. At this point the battle was lost, and I knew it. I tried grinding them down in melee, but it was taking too long. Meanwhile, most of my archers are locked in combat and not shooting. With flank gone, I had to move units from center and plug the gap. This triggered a chain reaction of lines breaking on all sides. I don't know, do that I guess. Still, I gave it a fair shot. My wizard went to town on the left flank, getting over 1000 kills. If I held the right flank properly, my plan from the beginning would probably work. But now, it was all over. Okay, so why this happened? This is a clear example of a common problem in gaming called tunnel visioning. Many players do it at some point, and this is definitely not my first time. So what is it? Tunnel vision is when a player becomes so focused on one target or task that they lose awareness of surrounding information, in this case, the unit cards. Under pressure, your brain narrows your focus. You lock onto what feels urgent and ignore everything else, even when the information is right in front of you. In gaming, this is usually triggered by unfamiliar situations and uncertain outcomes. I'm not new to Total War games, I have almost 1500 hours in Warhammer 3 alone, yet it happened because this particular situation is not something I usually face in my campaigns, if ever. And how to fix it? The fix is actually really simple, it's called practice. With practice and familiarity with different situations, stress and cognitive load get reduced, and you can track bigger picture while not focusing on every detail, because you know what really matters and what doesn't. Once you see a similar scenario for a few times, you can predict an outcome to a degree. Familiarity turns awareness into an automatic habit, which keeps tunnel vision shorter and more controllable. This frees your attention for other, peripheral details. Let's do this, but it's pretty lost. Oh well. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you liked it, I hope you learned something. The battle was lost, but the war definitely wasn't. If you want to see what happened next, you can find the full campaign on my channel. Bye.